Hello, everyone. I'm Coach Jimmy K with Denas Store.com here in Portland, Oregon. And today we're doing another video about real people, real results. And this is Aaliyah from Kona, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about herself.
Well, I've been a massage therapist for over 30 years, had my own business for a few years, and I've been working in the hotels, 4 seasons recently for the last 17 years. And I love it. I love helping people and, you know, working with whatever tools can really help people. So the scalar has been absolutely phenomenal in my work.
Now, how long have you been using scalar technology?
I've been using it about 14 years.
Okay, and how did you find out about it?
I had been, I was in a really serious car accident and I couldn't work for 4 months. I was in excruciating pain and I was actually thinking about retiring. And I was on the other side of the island and this guy was doing some demonstrations. So I went, my friend said, go check out this person. So I said, okay, great. And I got one treatment and I was out of pain for the first time. I just started crying on the table. It was pretty emotional because I couldn't do anything. And I'm not one to take painkillers, and I was on those for a while and I was feeling pretty hopeless. So I said to this guy, I want one of these. I want training. Please help me. So he worked with me for a while. But you know, everything was pretty expensive. And
So did he charge you for the training?
Charged me a lot for the training. And later I found out that the actual machine he sold me, he charged me double for it. Like I could have gotten it a lot cheaper. But I'm very grateful because it got me out of pain and it started me on the road of, you know, helping other people and helping myself.
Excellent. So you've been using now the Denas you use currently, and I'm sure you know there's a lot of different there's scalar machines, there's microcurrent devices out there on the market, and what a lot of people don't understand is it's scalar from the roots back in the 70s in Russia. And then here in the United States, there's a couple of companies that have come out with their devices, and they call them microcurrent devices. And then, of course, Denas is a form of scalar, and it's dynamic electro-neuroadaptive stimulation. So it's talking to the body, it's sending signals and frequencies through the nerves to the brain, and it helps the body repair itself naturally. You know,
Mm-hmm.
And so have you been using the Denas at the Four Seasons with some of your patients?
Yes, I have. And yeah, the results are amazing. When I've given some sample treatments to the managers and my coworkers, actually 10 of my coworkers have bought it because it works. And it's helped with arthritis. It's helped with, you know, just injuries that we all incur over many years of doing massage. And yeah, it's been amazing. Everybody's really excited about it. We're hoping actually you can come out and maybe do a training with us and give us more information.
That would be awesome. I'd look forward to doing that. Now, you live in Hawaii. Your husband and you are active surfers, and you're outdoors a lot. Do you think that this Denas PCM6 would be advantageous to like athletes or surfers?
Completely. I mean, I wake up in the morning and, you know, I'm getting older, so the bones, everything is getting harder to move. And I just use the scalar, the PCM6. I have it right beside my bed, actually. And as soon as I wake up, I wipe my hands, I do my forearms, my neck, especially after a surf session. I've used it on my husband's knees with your pads. Your Neoprene pads have helped him so much. And I've used the neck neoprene pad because I had a concussion when I was younger, and that's an issue for me. And it's amazing. Like I'll put on the neoprene neck pad and I'll use it for 20 minutes, half an hour, especially just before I go to sleep. And I wake up in the morning, it's like I've had a chiropractic adjustment.
So it helps reduce the inflammation.
Completely. And like increase my range of motion. Honestly, I have told like the other therapists that have bought it recently, they're just blown away by it. But I honestly wouldn't be doing massage today if I hadn't found the Denas.
Now, how did you find Denas Pain Relief Store and Coach Jimmy K?
Well, I've had a couple of other machines that I paid quite a lot of money for, and I've been using them on my clients, and I've been getting amazing results. So my clients were like, we want one of these. And I'm like, okay, but the people I had bought it from before, I didn't really feel comfortable with what they were charging, or, just I just wasn't comfortable. So I started searching, and I worked with two other companies before, which I didn't feel comfortable going back to or sending my clients to, partly because the information that was coming out wasn't really clear, or I was being charged, or the amount of the actual machines were really high. So I searched the internet, and I went to quite a few websites, and then I found you. Actually, I found your YouTube videos, and when I called you, I was actually blown away at how much you really wanted to help everyone, and you were willing to give us a deal also, which I'd never heard, because I called other people and said, hey, I've got a few clients, and they're like, okay, it's this amount of money, where you were like, listen, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna give you all kinds of training, whatever you need, lifetime of training for free, which was amazing. And it really helped me, because I didn't have to train all my clients or the other therapists. I could just refer them to you, which I'm really grateful for too. And I can give them basic training. But you're there with in-depth training.
24/7. If you call the number you give me.
Amazing, actually, Jimmy. I've learned so much actually from your videos too. And that was a really great thing too, because some of my clients bought the Russian model, and because you were, really giving us a great deal with that. And it was actually, when I searched the web, your regular price was below everybody. So I was quite amazed. And when I showed them the video of the Russian and the English, it was made so simple that they were like, oh yeah, I can do this. This is easy. And everyone that's called you has been really happy and very grateful, and said, you have great patience too with all of us beginners. So thank you for that.
Well, everybody, it's just like students in school. Everybody has a learning curve. Somebody walks in there, they don't have to try it all, and then sometimes it takes a little while to catch on,
Mm-hmm.
And the main thing is without proper training, the device is worthless, because you've got to know applications, you've got to know what frequencies do what. And, and like you said, there are other people out there that charge for their training. And of course, if that's what they want to do, that's okay. But I feel that if someone purchases from us, then it's my obligation to hold them by the hand, make sure they understand how the machine works, and to be there in the future. So if there's a hiccup, or if there's something that happens, I'm there for them, giving them support, so that the device doesn't end up in the closet or in a drawer not being used, because it's a phenomenal device that really has more potential than a lot of people can understand.
Yes, no, absolutely. And I mean, the whole thing too is, if anything goes wrong with the machine, that you're willing to like work with us and bring it back. And that's incredible right there. I mean, a lot of my clients too, like the biofeedback aspect of it, the screening aspect of it is incredible. I mean, you can use it, you know, for so many things. Like I broke my thumb and I was back to work in like 5 weeks, which
All right.
is of doing deep tissue. So I've just seen, like, I'm not super technical, but I've seen the results over the years, and I've had, you know, cracked ribs, stitches, and it's dissolved scar tissue. I'm amazed. I've told so many people too, like, especially as we get older or when you're active, just to have something that you can work on yourself every day. Like, you can pay me, you know, $100 some an hour, but why not buy one of these machines and be able to take care of yourself?
Now, how many years have you been in massage therapy?
It's over 30 years. And
Hey,
so cumulative, my body is definitely feeling it, but it's crazy. Like, seriously, I wipe down my hands and my forearms, and it energizes me. It
all right.
feels, I didn't do it like the other day. I did 7 massages, and you know, I wiped down my hands at nighttime before I went to sleep, and when I woke up, and I was ready to do another 7
All right.
with, you know, with no residue, which is, it's really amazing machine. And this PCM6, it's so easy. That's what I love. Like, the screen shows you exactly where to go with the
All right.
program. And there's so many more frequencies that I haven't even really worked with yet. Like, you're still I'm like, what does this do? Like, what do I do with the subsonics? Like,
You're very, very busy. And of course, you know, initially when you received the PCM6, I walked you through the menu and we did some training. And then, you know, we used to talk maybe twice a week or 3 times a week. And now with the season there, you know, there's been 2 or 3 weeks that go by that I don't hear from you. We might text each other, you know, or you might shoot me an email saying, hey, could you give me a little enlightenment on this? But, you know, it's always good to be able to pick up a phone and immediately have somebody to talk to and get an answer to a question. And
well, so grateful for that, because like, I've called you at 12 o'clock my time, which is crazy because I'm just up, you know, especially when I first got the machine, and you were up, and I'm like,
that's 3 a.m. my time. So
at 3 o'clock, like, what are you doing? You're like, oh, I'm working with other clients and other places. I'm like, thank you. I'm so happy you're up. And I mean, it pretty well any time of day, even if you're not available, you'll get back to me really quickly.
right.
And I'm just really grateful for that. And my clients too, like, that they have somebody, you know, because they'll ask me, well, what do you think about this? And I'm like, well, I've worked with different machines, you know, and this is even, it just has so much more to offer. So I'm just like, call Jimmy, he'll talk to you. So thank you for.
Now, as far as professionals out there, what recommendation or word of advice would you have for other massage therapists or physical therapists as far as implementing the PCM6 into their?
Well, what I have found is that it's an invaluable tool. I mean, for myself personally, for my own self-care, and then on those difficult clients that, you know, you're doing physical therapy or you're doing massage and nothing's really working. It's amazing. It's gentle on your body. It's really effective on their body. And you know, it's self-regulating, like little wings for any kind of shoulder issues, neck issues, is amazing when you know, can just release all that tension. And it also increases the endorphins. I mean, I've had so many people on my table just like crying and laughing and just blown away like I was. And
These are people that have been suffering chronic pain or chronic conditions for months or years, and when they lay down on your table and you use the device on them and your magic hands, that you give them relief that they've been looking for.
Yes, and they're just amazed. And like me, a lot of those people are like, "Where can I get one of these machines? How can I do this?" And for me, it's such a wonderful thing that we can take care of ourselves, and we don't have to rely on going to somebody every week. And um, those tough cases that basically the doctors and other therapists are like, "I don't know what to do." You can do something
Yeah.
with, and that to me is such a joy as a therapist, because we're out there to help people. And for me, it's really frustrating when I'm not seeing results. And with the scanar, and especially now the PCM6, because it's just such a superior machine than anything I've ever worked with in the last 14 years. I'm just amazed at the results, and I'm really grateful to you, Jimmy.
Well,
Just, making it available, making it so easy for all of us to understand, and just being there with your heart and your compassion.
well, like, we have, I shared with you very, very deep felt sentiments of my focus and vision of helping others. And, a lot of times today in our world, we get caught up in the money aspect. It's money, money, money. And, we've been blessed. And
Yes.
so I try to help others in any way that I can. If I can work out a payment plan with them or whatever, I'm there for them. And then training. And whenever you get focused in helping and you get that one-on-one, someone who cares about you, cares about the results that you're going to achieve, it means a lot to the individuals,
Oh,
and so you're doing the same.
yeah, it's great. It's, to me, it's like spirit filled. Like I feel so happy to see other people getting freed up, and their life changing. Like, it changed my life, because I literally was going to retire. I couldn't even turn a doorknob before
Uh,
I found advice.
Unbelievable.
And I just swear by them. I'm so grateful. So
Now our little precious friend there.
this is my, yeah.
It's Brett. Now, is that the only one you have, or do you have a couple?
I have three. I have a little poodle, and but this one always likes to be really close. And I have another Pomeranian Maltese. He's a little bit bigger.
Right. Awesome.
They're
Well,
great. And I've actually used them. I've actually used the Denas, like I've used them for Pomeranians can have hip dysplasia.
uh-huh.
And so I've worked, I had the comb.
Right.
So I've worked on their hips. And my older, who's passed away, she was 18. I used to work on her spine, and it would give her relief. And with the Pomeranian, when I did the hip area, she was able to move around. So it's incredible. It works in so many different capacities, truly.
Well,
And
awesome. Awesome.
yeah,
Well, listen, I really appreciate you taking the time and sharing real life, real results, what you go through, a testimonial of how you're using it in your personal life, how you're using it at your practice, and keep spreading the word and helping others. And I'm really grateful for everything that you do.
well, same, Jimmy. Thank you so much. I
Okay.
mean, I'm so grateful to have found you, honestly, because it's easy working with you, and easy understanding you. And you don't charge me an arm and a leg, so thank you for that.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, mahalo, blessings to everyone there. And we'll be talking to you in the future. All right. Okay.
Aloha,
All right.
definitely.
Aloha. Bye bye.